Three, two, one. Hey, everybody. Paul here with TCWEP. I am being joined with the fantastic trio. We have Matthew Sherry, owner of Complete Wedding and Events, Twin Cities. He's also the
Glad to
co-founder
be
of,
here.
yeah, hey, Matt. He's the co-founder of TCWEP. We also have the other co-founder of TCWEP, Michelle Tverberg, with owner of Delight Photography. Hey, Michelle.
Hey, good to be here.
And we have Elizabeth Sherry, she's part of the events team at the Minnesota Chamber of Commerce. She's also the director of events programming with TCWEP. Hey, Elizabeth.
Hi, Paul, and hi, Michelle and Matt. I haven't seen you guys in a while.
Hello.
In person.
Good to see
Right.
you.
Good to see you.
I think that's a running theme with everything that's going on in the world. What have you guys all been up to? What's been going on? How have you been doing?
We are surviving this time right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's different. I mean, obviously, it's uncharted territory for everyone. But I mean, the people I'm close to and the vendors, I've worked with for a long time, we're doing everything that we can, And there's some advice out there, but this isn't going to last forever, and we need to get over that hump, and we need to do what we need to do to make sure we're going to make it, And I think we can all do it.
Yeah.
We just got to be smart.
Yeah. Yeah. Something that you mentioned there, I've been hearing this and I want to echo it. All of the TCWEP members and the vendors, I think it's so important that like consumers here, like vendors have your best interest, like the consumer, your best interest at heart. Like Matt, you own Complete. I know you have such a heart for the people that come to you that are your customers, and I'm mentioning that because it's something that I've really witnessed with TCWP, all of the vendors, everybody involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, even this month, I mean, we're this is April. This is supposed to be the beginning of the wedding season, and companies like us, we're expecting our payday, and that's not going to be here. And you've got amazing
Oh,
clients that are planning these fantastic, amazing days, and that's not going to be here right now either. And so we
yeah.
have to realize that we just got to all work together. And what we're really focusing on is making sure that we can work with those clients that have to postpone,
Right.
and they don't want to cancel. They want to have this big day, and we want them to have this big day. So we are working with them to find dates that are available, to make sure we can transfer contracts. We're making it as easy as possible, and the idea is to kind of furlough that money, a little bit to another time. So,
Yeah.
if we can work together and we can mitigate a lot of these issues over this last month and push them towards the fall and even the winter time, this might be a really great opportunity for a lot of us owners.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I know, I mean, I myself, I'm feeling the need, that itch. I'm sure everybody is, not just us, but vendors too, not just consumers. I would fall into that consumer category where it's like, I want to go out and have a big, huge party with friends, but we can't quite do that quite yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Elizabeth? You are you do a lot of the events with the chamber. What is your day-to-day like right now?
Uh, it's busy, which is, I think, something that surprises some folks too. But if you can believe it, undoing events is sometimes harder than doing them. So we had to undo about 8 events, or work a part of 8 events to undo them, and then to reschedule them for a different date or time. And that feels not great when you're a type A planner, but I am only looking at positives, and I've been talking to myself in my head, naming my days so I don't get confused of what day it is. And instead of it being a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, they're like Friends episodes. So like one of the days earlier this week was like the one with all the tears, and then today is the one with all the positivity. And so I'm only thinking positive. And the positive thing is that I've been able to spend more time with my daughter at home and my husband. So that's a positive piece. I've been able to challenge myself to think differently about work and how I can still do the same work I do, but on a different platform, while a 3-year-old is putting stickers on my legs. So it's a completely different concept altogether for me, but it's fun to be thinking outside the box.
Oh, I love that. I love
Mhm.
that. What about you, Matt and Michelle? Is your Matt, I think you kind of touched on a little bit of what your day-to-day is like, but is it crazy different than usual, or it sounds like you're so busy.
Yeah, we are so busy because we're doing a couple of different facets. I mean, we're doing a lot of the same things, like we're talking about postponing events and working with others, to move these services and that sort of thing. And that can be a full-time job in its own right now. I mean, we had a lot of events in April and we have a lot coming up in May, and we're still dealing with some of those, those unknowns.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like Elizabeth said, it is nice to be able to spend some more time at home.
Mhm.
My garage is clean, my back porch is clean. I've I've also fixed my pool table, so that's also very fun.
Finally.
Ooh.
Yes, but on the business end, I mean, we're kind of doubling down. I mean, we understand that we need income, and the best way to bring in income right now is deposit money. So,
Mhm.
Mm.
2021 and 2022 will be here, and we will be here as a species, and we're going to get married, and we're going to have fun. We're going to get together,
Right.
Mhm.
and
Right.
and those people are still planning their weddings and their events, and they're having a great time doing it, and
Mhm.
we're helping them do that, and bringing in, as much future business as we can. That's helping out. We're looking very closely at some of the financial institutions with the aid package that was passed. There's stuff with the SBA loans. There's even $10,000 grants that are available, as well as some of the PPP loan things that are going to go on with the banks that might help some of your employees too. But I mean, the key is we need to stay open and get through this so that we can be in a better position when this is over. So we need
Yeah.
to keep marketing,
Yeah.
keep selling, and as if you can, keep your employees, because they have families too, and we need to take care of everybody.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. No, that's all really, really good information. And Michelle, I'm just going to jump over to you too. This is not the very first time that you have experienced something, and Matt too, and Elizabeth. I mean, this is not the very first time, maybe not this specific situational instance, but something similar, correct?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Matt and I, when we first started the Twin Cities Wedding and Event Professionals, we had just a handful of us, but the recession was going on in 2009. A lot of us were struggling with our businesses. And so this group was founded during a time of really hard times and just trying to make ends meet. And we just knew that word of mouth referrals was the most best way to get business, especially when we had no marketing dollars left and we were just trying to struggle and get more business to come in.
Mm.
A lot of us were just trying to keep our houses at that time too. I mean, it was just, we went through a hard time. And so what I want to encourage people in our story, because TCWEP is still going on, we still support the event industry, this community. It's been beautiful to see businesses thrive and, come in and come aside with these people and see their businesses growing. We're coming in on 11 years with this. So, but yes, we've seen hard times before. But I believe this group is resilient, and I think the support that we're going to be able to, as a community together, we're stronger. And I think that word of mouth referrals and just helping each other. And sometimes that's helping each other in other ways too. I mean, right now, what I've been somewhat of a resource and little tidbits is just because my kids are older now, but I did do the business when I had smaller kids at home and trying to manage how do you have your business, have children at home, have taking phone calls, talking to clients and that sort of thing. And I mean, one of my little tips that I gave is I had like 3 different shoe boxes and I gathered toys and I had them high on a shelf. And when I had to be on a phone or a call, it's like, oh, here's that new box. It's like a brand new box of toys
Yeah.
because they forgot about them.
And God bless you. That was before iPads. I don't know. I mean, 3 boxes, I don't know how long they lasted, but as long as the batteries still work on my iPad, it's okay.
Yeah, exactly. But the struggle is real. But that support and just being able to laugh with each other too is as we kind of going through this time. It's very helpful. So yeah.
No, that's really good. That's really, really good. And even what we're doing right now, just kind of the virtual, I mean, what a fun age to be living in, where we can even speak to TCWP members virtually like we're doing right now. Well, question for you, Matt. Have you done virtual pool yet? Have you figured that out?
No virtual pool. I don't have any real pool buddies. it's been a ping pong table really ever since Michelle started dating my brother Michael. So it hasn't been a pool table since then.
Wait, Michelle, when did you start dating my husband? When
Hold
did that
on.
happen?
This is how rumors spread. This is
There's
how
been a lot-
rumors spread.
This is
Yeah, well, I thought it was a
isolation.
big ping pong date, wasn't it?
You said Michelle.
Oh, did I say Michelle?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is
Hey, I'm new. This is
isolation.
my first time. Give me a
Oh.
break.
Yeah, you're really good on the microphone, Matt. Really good.
So just
always
to
get
be
to
super clear, Elizabeth, you're married to Matt's brother Michael, and you met through TCWEP, right?
Yeah, exactly. Except for that was when we were back in the day meeting in person, because that helps. I can't imagine anyone trying to date right now. But they're saying it's working. Yeah. The Matt is my brother-in-law. I haven't seen him in person in like a month and a half. And oh, by the way, I was going to host Easter. That's not happening anymore.
We can do a virtual Easter.
Ooh.
Virtual egg hunt.
Let's do that egg hunt.
Yeah.
That didn't work out well last year.
No.
Oh my
boy.
gosh. So we only have like a minute or two left. Is there anything that you guys want to leave TCWEP members and supporters with before we kind of sign off and let them go?
I have one little thing I want to tell people to go to is tcwep.com is our website. But I want to make sure people know there is a Facebook community page for TCWEP, and just make sure you get connected there, because a lot of people right now are just posting things there. It's a great place for encouragement, support, whatever you might be looking for, but that might be a good time to be there virtually with us as well during this time.
Yeah, and we'll make sure that people, if you just go to tcwep.com, we'll make sure that you can easily find that Facebook group from there.
Awesome. We'll see you there.
What about you, Elizabeth and Matt? Maybe give us a little bit of maybe where people can find you, and any kind of sign off advice you'd have or info. Or message.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, you're welcome. If you have any questions or just want to chat about stuff, you can email me, matt@completemn.com. Otherwise, the website is completemn.com.
Awesome.
And if you are a small business owner or somebody that got laid off and was looking for their benefits or rights as an employee of a company, the Minnesota Chamber of Commerce, go to mnchamber.com, has a lot of details on COVID and what's accessible to you as a benefit during this time. So the team really worked hard on getting that information to be understandable. And if I can generally understand it with my singular knowledge of events only, I think anybody can go in and really decipher through it in the situation that we're in. But everyone just stay positive and really just keep planning for the future. We're going to all meet again soon.
Oh, that's excellent. That is excellent. Yes. Well, thank you so much. This has been really fun. It's so good to see you, Michelle. So good to see you, Elizabeth and Matt. We will definitely see you all again soon.
Yeah, thanks for having us, Paul.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. This was really
Everything
good.
you do.
All right.
Bye.